actual base that is going to be home to the Cerastus Knight that I'm building. You can see his feet on there already. This one's not stuck down, but this one is going to be slightly submerged in the water. So I'll take this dock off. I may have mentioned before, but this is from the Escape from Goblin Town scenery that you get in the box game, The Hobbit. So anyway, yeah, I've got some rocks under here. These are like the I don't know what you'd call them, the bits of resin that you get all the night connected to, basically. And I'm using them as like I don't know if you call them breakers. You know, like you get like rock jetties that stop the ocean swell coming into the harbour. So it prevents tides affecting harbours and stuff like that in the ocean. So that's what I was going for with them. And yeah, so this foot's going to be slightly submerged in the water. As you can see, as the light reflects off it, it's not gone so well, this first coat. It's not levelled itself off as it's supposed to. It all sort of pooled, and it appeared to pool under, like, within these rocks here. So, you know, I worked it round, and this is how it's ended up. So I'm going to put a second coat on it now and hope that that corrects it. But if not, I might just have to peel it all off and start again. If I do, you know, so be it. I've got a big enough bottle of this realistic water. These two little bits of blue tack here are where the jetty's gonna, the legs of the jetty are gonna join the base, and then it'll be there. And as you saw at the start of the video, another foot's gonna be about there. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to show you. This is where I'm up to now with the water effect base, guys. As you can see, it's got the colour under there. The surface isn't fully dry yet, I wouldn't say. I can touch it, but I'm going to leave it for another couple more days. I've got the blue tack there, you see. I think that may have been a bit of a mistake to use blue tack to basically create some clear areas where I could glue this to the base. But when I pull that out, I think that's going to be really tricky to not pull any of the water effects away with it. But we'll see when I get to that stage if it was as big a mistake as I fear. Now, of course, this is a painting update video, so as you can see, I've sprayed the skeleton, the legs of the skeleton of the legs silver now, and I've started to do a candy red there. That's Tamiya clear red. I think I've done about 3 or 4 coats of that on there. It's not quite even, so I'll need to do at least one more coat of that. Up here, that's not actually going to be seen. It's just like a test area where I've been testing different colours on a curved surface with the lead belcher spray. So let's bring this other knight in now, so you can just see the size difference of these knights. It looked massive when you first have them next to each other like that. You know, this guy's legs are as tall as this guy's shoulders. Then you actually bring the body of this knight in, the Cerastus Knight in, and he's not actually that much taller, so he's going to sit about there. I mean, he's a fair bit taller, but he's not as tall as it first seems. So the next bit is to get this sprayed up. I'm going to spray this again silver, and I'm going to leave this front bit off. I've got myself a Knight Scion, as you've seen. He may go in here, but I've also got another miniature that is sat down, so I'm tempted to try and put him in here, and then the Knight Scion in another Knight kit that I have on the way. And the carapace, of course, will sit on top. Now, one thing about this carapace, I'll put it on the table here. It's not quite. It's still like massively warped out of shape. I did heat it up. So I heated it up and twisted it back into shape, but then over time it's come out of shape again, so it's quite warped, this carapace. Once I put it on there, I'll see if you can get a nice view of where it's going. So I really need to twist it into shape, but once I get the glue on there, it'll settle into shape, I'm sure. Anyway, yeah, so that's him with it. Tell you what, I'll put the carapace on and just show you what he's going to look like next to the other knight with the carapace on. Obviously you don't get a proper idea until I put the shoulders on and everything. But yeah, I'm being very careful here because these legs aren't glued in or anything. I don't want them to fall and damage the water effects base. Well, that's just to give you an idea of where I'm up to. Of course, with the carapace and everything, I'm going to go with the grey of this knight here. You see it on the feet already. I just need to highlight the edges and do a wash in the recessed areas. So that's where I'm up to with this. I've gone for the candy red instead of the standard red because, as I said in a previous video, it's like a relic of the knightly household. So I've gone for like a more regal, a shinier look. Shinier look, nice and simple. Yeah, so that's why I've gone for the candy red. I'll just try and take these legs apart. There we go, I've managed to get the legs apart. The reason I was testing this, I've tested a green colour, but I don't think it's a close enough match. I was hoping it'd match with this colour here, but it's not really close enough. It's similar to that, but not close enough to that where I'd be happy putting it as the green on this knight. I wanted a clear green, or it's like a bluey green, a teal colour on here, or a turquoise maybe. So you know, I could attempt mixing this with like a Gilliman blue, put a Gilliman blue glaze over the top or something like that, and see how that comes out. But you know, that's the thing to try. I've done 2 or 3 coats of this now. It's not really taken over the lead belcher spray. So I don't think I'll be doing that. I'll probably just go with this very same green colour. That's all I've got for you for now. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the battlefield.